Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so today I'm feeling to get some messages from the Hermetic Tarot as to what the Divine Masculines are going through, want to talk about, what's coming up, what Divine Feminines would say about this. So let's dive right in. Thank you, a Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see from the Divine Masculines? If the Divine Masculines could say anything to the Divine Feminines right now, what would it be? Okay, we get two. We get, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess, in the reverse. Ooh. And the other one is, I'm ready, in the reverse. I'm going to set those here for a moment. So you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess, in the reverse means, I'm feeling that the Divine Masculines know that they left the door open for whatever this is that surprised them, let's say. So it's something that the Divine Masculine said or did or didn't say or do that led Divine Feminine to believe that they were able to proceed in some way or say something in response that the Divine Masculines didn't anticipate. So they hoped that Divine Feminine wouldn't say, okay, then have it your way, in some regard, is what I'm getting. It's hard to put it into words because there's so many scenarios, but it's like, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. So the Divine Masculines are saying, Divine Feminines, they didn't really want you to get a certain idea. They didn't really want you to take them up on something they said in a certain way. I'm getting like third party energy, like they maybe said they didn't want commitment, or maybe said that they were okay with you being with other people, or something about that kind of a thing that they didn't think that you would take and run with. And they know that they only have themselves to blame for not being authentic, for not honoring their actual truth. Ironically, this is getting them closer to actually being ready to approach. Let's see what the Divine Feminines would say in response to, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Okay, we got a few coming out. Ooh, okay, interesting. So we got the Emperor. So this is a notorious control freak. So Divine Feminines are acknowledging Divine Masculines that they know you've been trying to control the situation, that you may not have even been aware of it. This card fell face down, so it's like hidden, maybe even from you. It definitely was hidden from them. Whatever has transpired, Divine Masculines, your Divine Feminine is starting to realize that you were guarding your heart, that you were protecting yourself, that you were trying to be aloof, that you were trying to be non-attached, non-committal, possibly, that you were trying to appear more aloof or mature than you were. In something, in some regard there. So whatever it was that you're taking accountability for here, Divine Masculines, your Divine Feminine realizes that it was an attempt to protect your heart that caused you to behave that way, and that it's not authentic to you. So they can see the difference between whatever caused this back and forth than how you might really feel. Only since this back and forth energy transpired does your Divine Feminine also understand that. So as you're taking accountability for this, your Divine Feminine is also having a major change of perception. and seeing there's something much more long term. There's a cycle that's a bigger cycle here. This is the card of blocking. We've been seeing this card, the blocking card started coming in mid-December, and we're seeing all this unblocking with this card in the inverse. So divine feminines are saying, okay, if you now see that whatever it was that hurt you because of something you said or did, divine masculines, you've got to move the energy. You've got to take accountability for that, because your divine feminine is just doing them in response to what you are offering, or to the depth that you're available. Your divine feminine is not going to push or try to convince you to be a certain way. Your divine feminine is going to honor what you say, what you do, what you tell them is your wishes. And so be careful what you wish for, be careful what you say, divine masculines, because your divine feminine is not going to fight for this connection against what comes out of your mouth, against what you offer. There is a real autonomous, sovereign accountability, a perfected accountability. So if you don't mean something, divine masculine, you're not meant to say it, because your divine feminine won't compensate for you. They want long-term success. Divine feminines are learning that, I just heard karma's a bitch. That sounds a lot more aggressive than I'm getting to convey it. But your divine feminine knows this is how you're going to learn to be more authentic. If you're giving things out, it's going to be taken at face value, and it's not vindictive, it's not unkind that your feminine does this. It's totally out of respect, so that if you mean it, no questions asked, it's honored. If you don't mean it, same deal, no questions asked, it's honored. Your divine feminine is not going to compensate. Okay, divine masculine saying, I'm ready, but in the reverse. That's the Fool card. So it can also be admitting having been foolish for saying this kind of a thing that brought some intensity or a disruption, possibly contributed to the blocking here. What can we see for the feminine's response to the masculines regarding I'm ready or this foolishness? Yeah, equal give and take. Divine feminines are just saying, divine masculines, they're willing to stride for stride. The ball's in your court, so to speak, that they are game to have equal give and take, reciprocity, but they will also assume this is not their destined path at this time or forever if you don't reciprocate. Your divine feminine is divine love, and they will reciprocate if you do. That's how you can know, divine masculines, that it's your divine feminine. They will match you, or at least that it's a divine feminine. If we want to tell divine feminine from karmic energy, it doesn't mean it's your divine feminine. Just divine feminine energy is mutual, equal, honoring, and they take or leave based on what is mutual or equal. So yeah, it's stride for stride. If you want to come towards your divine feminine, they will meet you there. And if you don't, divine masculine, they will be on their merry way. Okay, beautiful energy, because that means a lot of divine feminines are no longer in waiting. Let's see what's coming up in the twin collective based on what we just saw. The masculines realizing they were playing hard to get is what I'm seeing. Or that they didn't acknowledge, for whatever the blocks were, whatever the deal breaker obstacles were that the divine masculines have been hanging on to, it feels like whatever that was kind of made the masculines portray something that they didn't quite feel on their heart space. And now they're learning how sincerely they actually want these connections. It's helping the energy move towards overcoming the obstacles. It is a testing. I'm seeing the divine masculines, higher selves, taking their 3D selves and at the edge of the cliff, like scaring them a little bit with these kinds of things that they're saying to the feminines to test the sincerity of this love. So let's see what's coming up. Divine masculines on the left, divine feminines on the right. How is this playing out? And I don't think this is manipulation, everybody. So it doesn't feel like it's conscious. It feels like the divine masculines are at their developmental curve here. What can we see for the connection coming up? Yeah, here's this purpose, the soul mission, the spark. It's in the inverse. So I'm going to pull clarifiers. Both counterparts are really looking at fulfillment in life and what they're really here for. Divine masculines are eliminating karma. Divine feminines are eliminating anxiety. Goes hand in hand. I've been seeing this for a year now, that feminines relax when masculines release their karma. Masculines come forward when feminines release their karma. Going into the future, we have this matter of free will. The two shall be left standing. 2 swords there. This truth. Ace of Swords raised in victory. This is 2 swords being overcome. 2 opposing truths here with other possible karmic scenarios. Divine masculines are taking in hand this truth that says these connections are the ones to honor, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Purpose for the feminines who are releasing anxiety. What can we see here? Divine feminines going forward. Okay, so here's the husband card, entrepreneur in the reverse. This is in your own right, divine feminine. Even if your divine counterpart is not coming forward, collaborating, going deeper romantically or business or otherwise, this is you taking the inspiration to continue moving forward in your own right, to slay your own dragons, to move forward. Don't lose sleep at night that your masculine is not there fully or yet or in every way you would like. Take the inspiration to make steps to solve the problems without them. Meditate, pray, ask specific questions of higher guidance so that you can take what you have to work with and be accountable with that in the highest. What can we see for the divine masculines regarding purpose and karma clearing at this time? You get the High Priestess. So divine masculines you have taken instruction from your divine feminine a while ago. You have been inspired to clear out some of this karma and to rise up to your greater life purpose because of the example, the unspoken example of your feminine. And it is starting to sink in even more deeply, but it's also informing these obsolete energies, stepping away from certain outdated opinions and beliefs, friends, family members, people that would have you do things their way. You are trusting yourself. You are innovating. You are about to break with tradition and to uphold a more cosmic or personal truth rather than try to meet the expectations of those around you. This is where you're going to be channeling, like your divine feminine does with this High Priestess energy. You're going to be bringing that knowing. I heard galactic wisdom through. 5 of Swords going into the future. What are the feminines going to see appropriately? Well, we get the 4 of Wands. This message of the 2 left standing. So divine feminines, you are really going to see how your divine counterpart is an energetic and a mental, emotional, and physical inspiration to you just because of this journey. More so accurately, the journey has empowered you to have a more spiritual foundation. You have become more spiritual because of this journey, because of this sacred counterpart. And it's not to their credit because they are just a human doing human things, but it is your witnessing, your ability to know their soul, to witness another human being that the divine has shone the light on, doing the things that they do that are a perfect complement to where you're at and what you're navigating. So you're seeing that it's a unified emotion, that it doesn't require romantic relationship for your life to be bettered by association, by knowing this person, by having embarked on this journey, by landing up in the midst of this journey. What can we see for the masculines and their free will and their ability to see this journey forward? Self-love and secrets coming to light. We get the moon, another divine feminine influence, this lunar cycle. So this is like a catalyst energy for self-love. The feminine is the moon, the lunar, the menstrual cycle. And so these emotional cycles that the masculine has empathized with the feminine, this ride they've been on, the ups and downs, and processing through an ascended way of navigating these feminine cycles, and not just the menstrual cycles, but that can play into it. The masculine has learned to love themselves regarding karmic feminine influences and the contrast. They're seeing not all feminine energies are created equal, not all are utilizing their free will in the same way. Not all energies have the divine masculine's best interest at heart. So divine masculines are becoming discerning. They are putting down these two swords of karmic opinion and holding up the divine feminine way, truth, example, and saying, you ain't got nothing on this, karmic energies. My divine feminine is the bomb. Or something. Okay, what can we see for divine masculine collective? Where are they at with their divine counterpart? Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for how are the masculines thinking of these connections, feeling, thinking on the divine feminine, feeling on their heart space for the connections and their divine feminine? What are the divine masculines wishing for in their own lives at this time? What are they, gotta shuffle one more time. What are they doing towards their own lives and these connections? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where are the energies going in the near future? So the next 3 weeks or so. Okay, conscious mind for the masculines about the connections. Hermit mode in the reverse. So there's light coming in. There's a foundation here, and they're starting to come out of this scarcity, competition, lack. There's something that they are using as a stepping stone towards this connection. It's helped them with a foundation. Oh, wow. Yeah. The same card to clarify, the Four of Coins, clarifying the Four of Coins. But this is the heart opening. In the inverse, it's like that safe code on the heart chakra has been cracked and they're starting to open it up. They're coming out of hermit mode. There's this tentative emerging energy that they are appreciating the foundation in these connections, and they want to see where they can grow a little bit beyond their comfort zone, where they feared specifically that they would get hurt by these connections, which is interesting in light of the message we got to begin with, that was, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. So here, oh, isn't that beautiful? Divine masculines are realizing that if they're in this scarcity mindset, they get that result of being hurt because that's what they're putting out there. They're not saying what they mean. They're, needy by saying do whatever you want, I don't care, live your life. If they don't mean that, if they don't prefer that you walk the other way, divine feminines, they're realizing they don't want to say things they don't mean. They're going to open their heart and be a little bit braver, not fear to be hurt as much, and they're going to take accountability to be more impeccable with their speech, to be more sincere with what they're telling themselves about these relationships. They're coming out of hermit mode, meaning they have been thinking about the long-term payoff with what they have been getting so far, with what they've been, how they've been navigating. What an awesome reading so far, divine masculines. Awesome. I just want to say that's very brave to just go out on faith that these very unusual connections can be safe, that they are not going to harm. If we are authentic, they do align. If we play games, if we don't say what we mean, they will, karma's a bitch. It will come back. And it won't feel good because we will see the correlation. But there are some, these are unconditional loving relationships, so they do stand the test of time. Unfortunately, things like that do happen in these connections, and there is forgiveness, there is unconditional love. And sometimes that is the only way to learn, is to have somebody who's not going to completely reject or condemn if we make a developmental stage error like that. So lots of appreciation for all involved. This should be a beautiful confirmation. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles and Four of Cups in the reverse. So this is kindness. What are they thinking for you, divine feminine? They're thinking nothing but kindness, and also seeing how maybe they could give it another go, knowing that they caused whatever it was that was unsatisfactory here. Yeah, in the name of higher love, the Lovers, grounding. In the inverse, this is anchoring it down into reality. It's a desire to be more sincere. Very cool. What are they feeling on the heart space for these connections? Justice, Tower. Wow, Daughter of the Lord of Truth. Yes, they want to be honest with themselves, with you, divine feminine. They don't want to reap the karma of dishonesty in these connections any longer. They don't want to get those results. They want to generate love. Oh my goodness. So yes, this is a major revelation. They get exactly what they put into these connections. If they put shady, they get something they don't prefer. If they put authentic, they get love. This is the uncharted territory, the brave action going forward. This Seven of Wands, this is torch bearer. This is lighting the tunnel, going into uncharted territories. Innovation, trial and error. Divine masculines are seeing how this energetic balancing act works in these connections. It's like they just found the gear shift. What can we see for how the masculines are feeling on the heart space for the feminines? Six of Wands in the reverse, Lord of Victory. So that is the public recognition, these connections being in public awareness, being seen in public, friends and family knowing about the connections. Or getting an update on where the progress is at if they do already know about these connections. This is reputation. This is the divine masculine showing their true self versus the fake mask that they've shown that gives the misguided notion that the love isn't here. The divine masculines are learning they only have themselves to blame, and it's only them missing out. If they don't accurately represent themselves, they are the ones that lose out, not divine feminines. Divine feminines are love. They take it or leave it. Truly. Well done, divine feminines, that you've gotten to a place where you're literally not the fangirl or the obsessive or the whatever. You're not the fanatic. You are true love. And look at that, justice. Wow, justice twice on the heart space. the divine masculines understand you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. They know that you are justified in responding to them, and that you are a perfect mirror, not only in the magnitude of love, but in how you handle the things they say and do that aren't authentic. A perfect mirror. What can we see? What can we see for the wishes of the masculines in their own life? Communication and Five of Pentacles. They don't want to speak from this errored version of themselves. They don't want half-truths. They want to learn to communicate with everyone in their lives from a place of connection, not separation. Five of Coins is the left out in the cold separation mentality. In the reverse, they're wanting to be genuine to everyone, not just withhold, not just play aloof or say things that they think people want to hear. Divine masculines are learning the valuable lesson that communication is everything. There's the Six of Wands again, this public recognition, the public knowledge. And so yes, they're practicing being leaders out with a reputation in community. They're preparing for that by learning to be impeccable with their authentic truth. That's what they're wishing. They're wishing to be more strong in character, more dependable, more trustworthy, more authentic. What are they wishing for with these connections? Wow, Ace of Swords, the truth. They want to tell the truth. This King or this Knight of Swords holds that Ace of Swords. They want to wield the truth. They don't need it to be the absolute, every detail spilled. They do want to be authentic. They don't want to lie. They don't want to misguide. And they want to do it as their mission in life. They want to teach this. They want to embody it. They want to use it as a foundation. They want to give permission to other people to be this liberated, this free, this I do what I wanna, this ownership of their own knowing, their own heart's truth. They want to accurately represent their heart's truth. To who? Queen of Cups, the Divine Feminine. This is highly connected to the journey, to your connection, to the reap what they sow kind of energy. Yeah, you are a great inspiration, and they want to match your energy. They want to be more like you. They want to align with you further by practicing this, by becoming good at it, by making themselves proud. What are the divine masculines' actions in their own right at this time? They're seeing through the confusion in the name of unconditional love, love of self, love of other. This is the foundation, the Four of Wands. So Lord of perfected work. It's in the reverse. It's the 11:11 wake-up call. So they know it's a work in progress, that they've got some adjustments to make before it's on the up and up and they have nailed it, but they are seeing that path forward, and they know that this is the key to true reciprocity, that you, Divine Feminine, have represented divine love, foundation, truth, authenticity, bravery. You've demonstrated that, and now they're seeing how they can reciprocate that across the board in their lives. They want to show up. You have changed them, Divine Feminine. What are the Divine Masculines doing straight towards these connections? Unblocking. Yes. And Fortitude. This is the Strength card. In the reverse, it's humbling. They are being humbled by this. They are seeing and appreciating the example that you lead, Divine Feminines. They are opening their hearts. They are becoming more truthful. They want to have equal give and take. They want to be more genuine. They want to take the masks off. They don't want this codependency anymore. They don't want to create these half-assed, shoddy, insecure attachments with people. They don't want to be trigger happy with blocking, with spastastic ways. They want to hold their own. They want to balance out. They want to ground out. They want to be real. They want to just chill. They don't want to perpetuate these broken cycles. You are the first person, Divine Feminine, that has behaved atypically in these scenarios. The masculines have been doing these things over and over many times with many people in many different ways, but you, Divine Feminine, your love has been real enough to hold space for truth and to not perpetuate with karmic backlash, but to honor with sincerity and real love that acts as a perfect mirror, so the accountability is in the masculine's court. Dare I say also, feminines, that your divine masculine, following their gut instincts, their hunches, going their own direction, has also acted as this mirror for you. Pause that and listen to it again if you didn't catch that. That is a very big one. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? 9 of Wands, putting down the resistance and letting the gravity of this situation tow them towards the finish line, this destination, going with the flow, allowing it to be seen for what it is, understanding that these counterpart relationships are designed to have progress, to get to union, to come together, that these are developmental stages, that it's very rare, if not unheard of, to have somebody that we collaborate with on these levels that produce such growth, such profound progress. Like who? Queen of Wands. So yeah, they are seeing you as their divine feminine, or at least they are pretty sure that there's no one else like them, like you. So Queen of Wands here, that is the one wand, the Queen of Wands. So that's who we're talking about aligning with, not a karmic partner, not people in general, but divine feminine. That's the biggest challenge, is just, walking the edge of humility and empowerment and remembering that there is something going on here. The challenge might also be not fully seeing that divine feminine is this other wand. That might be part of the developmental stage, the paradigm that to each their own, that we're destined to only have ourselves to rely on or consider. In karmic situations, we really are out for ourselves. In these divine relationships, we learn love, we learn unconditional love, but our counterparts are worthy of our love in these connections. And so the challenge is that the divine masculines have never really encountered somebody that's actually been this authentically worthy of their love, and that's hard to see for what it is when we're conditioned to not know that that's even actually possible in these ways. What is the solution? 2 of Cups. Here's the burden card. So the 10 means it's coming to an end. That's the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. It reduces to this purpose, this karmic learning. These journeys are teaching the forerunners, the masculines and feminines, for humanity to learn what codependency is, to recognize love where it's seen, to demonstrate love, to create a track record of loving each other through thick and thin, good times and bad, sickness and health, till death do us part, long term. These are divinely orchestrated collaborations, meaning energy works that way. It's preordained in the fabric of reality that when we get to a certain degree of awareness, we vibrate in an interconnected consciousness, and we do pick up these divine counterpart connections that are resonating at exactly the same frequency for this true love dance. I'm seeing swans tying their necks together and snuggling in my mind. and the atomic quantum entanglement of atoms resonating at the same frequency. When we get up into the atmosphere of neutrality, compassion, unconditional love, the miraculous, we start pairing up in unity conscious entanglements. And that is the ascended counterpart. So, when you're on the twin flame journey, you've done so much work in your own right to get to this place of sincerity where you actually start dancing with an ascended counterpart. I truly believe in the energetic realms. When we do come into twin flame recognition, that's what's going on. So, what is the solution to this challenge? Ending the burden and having the love revealed. Also eliminating the third party situations, the misconceptions. Again, this is another one of the cards that's been coming up a lot. 3 of Swords. It is the prickly swords of the survival templates, the 3D limited templates, the business, the transactional relationships, the convenience relationships, all the paradigms associated with those things that are not the ultimate love. The inner critic, the things that we harm ourselves with when we don't have worthiness or faith or trust or belief in the benevolence of life, and then the misguided things that we twist and we misunderstand, or where we don't believe that our divine counterpart has love for us or other people have love for us, the karmic personal beliefs. So divine masculines, it's about clearing this burden so that the love can be revealed and this 2 of Cups connection can come to the forefront and shine. I don't know who sings it. It's some old song. I don't even know where I got it. Before this reading, I was getting things together and I heard, if I could turn back time, so I would find a way. I don't remember quite the tune. I would take back all the words that I'd said that hurt you, something like that. So I got clearly, I think it's a woman that sings it, but I got really clearly that the divine masculines were wishing that for the connections and for the divine feminines. Where are these connections going in the next while? Princess of Wands, this is the deep internal free-spiritedness. This is committed to the heart, to putting down the burden. The Princess of Wands is the initiate, the one that goes before the altar of the divine, of love, and says, take my burden. I want to soar. I want to reach my potential. I want to feel love. I want to know what is for me. I'm done with the ways of ego. I don't want to continue those things. And Mother of Swords. So there's, in the reverse, this Queen of Swords energy doesn't know everything yet. The story's not written. It's not in stone. 7 of Cups. This is the confusion clearing. Something is about to come to the forefront, specifically about this love revealing itself through the fog, through the midst of all the other options, through thick and thin. Something is about to be seen by the counterparts in a way it hasn't been seen yet. Something big is going on, is what I'm getting from that. I'm still getting that February zone, but from now until February 13th. Okay, what can we get here for the masculines? What is happening? What is this clarifying? Artistry, expression, community, and celebration. Yeah, so they are expressing their truth, which is bringing in this unity consciousness, which is eliminating the blockages in this relationship and with regard to this relationship into the public eye, into community, into families. This is the clearing. And it's done with artistry. That means with uniqueness and skill and heart and channeling it. Artists and teachers are channels into this dimension of higher wisdom. And so, yeah, divine masculines are aligning with that doesn't make things separate, that unifies, that harmonizes, that collaborates, that celebrates a whole, not a separate. What are the feminines coming into the knowledge of? What is going to be revealed to the feminines coming forward? Chamber of exhilaration, enthusiasm, learning, generosity, and fortune. So more abundance kicking off. More good fortune. It will feel like a lucky time. There's going to be more learning. Divine feminines are learning that their divine masculines really have loved them. There's some enthusiasm coming in. The coast is being cleared so it can be more fun in these connections, I just heard. Beautiful. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.